So another shape that we can use besides rectangles to estimate the area under the curve is a trapezoid. So in general, when using trapezoids, we consistently underestimate the area when it's concave down, and the opposite is true when the curve is concave up. So we are going to estimate the area under the curve y equals square root x from 0 to 1 with n equals 4. Is this an overestimate? Explain. All right, so let's think about this again. Remember, you do not have to draw this sketch. We're just doing this as practice. For those of you who can visualize this without a sketch, that's okay. I sometimes need to see it. So now we need to break these into four trapezoids. So let's remind ourselves the area of a trapezoid formula is 1/2 times your base, oops, sorry, not times your base, better said, 1/2 times the height times base 1 plus base 2. So let's say I drew a trapezoid here. Here would be one base, here would be another base, and this is my height. So when we're thinking of a trapezoid, the height is your delta x. And then your base 1 is f of your left side endpoint, and base 2 is f of your right endpoint. So when we're setting up trapezoids, the height is delta x. So we can have another trapezoid here, another trapezoid here, and then this one, it's more of a triangle than a trapezoid, but we'll figure it out. So now that we have an idea of the setup for a trapezoid, let's calculate the approximate area. So the area using my trapezoid is approximately 1/2 times delta x, which is 1/4. Now notice that's going to be the same for each of my trapezoids. So I'm not going to write it again. Now let's see. So for this trapezoid, this is base 1 and this is base 2. So it's f of 0 plus. Now, before I write the next one, I notice that this trapezoid also shares this side. So this side is going to be used twice. And that's the same for this side and this side, right? These three that are in the middle are all of your ones that are in the middle, not including your endpoints, will be used twice in each trapezoid that it shares an adjacent side with. So I know I'm going to have 2 f of 1/4. I'm going to have 2 f of 1/2. I'm going to have 2, plus 2 f of 3/4. And then now this side is only used in one trapezoid, so it's only going to be there once. So now that I have that set up, my approximate area using trapezoids is 1/8 times square root 0 plus 2 square root 1/4 plus 2 square root 1/2 plus 2 square root 3/4 plus square root 1 units squared. Now this is going to be an overestimate because our curve is concave down. So we can use rectangles or trapezoids to approximate area under a curve.